Hi, welcome to this episode of Herald Cafe. Today we have an inspiring person, a blood donor, Bob Mario Fernandes.
Yeah.
Welcome to the studio and thank you for your time.
Thank you.
My first question obviously will be to what motivates you to donate blood, because not every people come forward.
Actually, Nanagar Bab, actually what has happened is that there are some incidences which happened in my childhood,
Okay.
which has motivated me to take it up, because I started quite early at the age of 18. And there was a very close family member who had cancer. And I was quite small at the age of six. They came all the way from Calcutta to stay with us. They are from a very musical family. They have a 200-year-old music shop in the thing. And this auntie was very close to our family, so we allowed them to stay with us.
That is in Bombay?
In Bombay, just next to Tata Memorial Hospital. We have a place next to Tata Memorial Hospital. And we saw her actually suffering. She had mouth cancer. She required platelets, she required blood. And, cancer patients normally struggle to get platelets and blood. Trying to get it from family, friends, not easy. And
what year will this be?
This was 1980.
80s, yeah.
1980. I'm 50 now. So when I recollect this, I have a very clear memory about this auntie of mine and how she suffered. And we were able to help her, but then she passed away. That is one incident.
Got it.
And I wanted to do something for her, but I was very small that time. But that impacted my thought process, and I said I will want to help many more. Then there came another incident of a boy from Margao, Rajiv Rebello, who had leukemia.
Okay.
And he too struggled with blood and
Organizing
platelets.
bloods, yeah.
But in this thing, my brother was the biggest motivator, Nelson Fernandes. He's an advocate by profession now. He's in Goa also. But I got actually motivated by him because he started helping him with blood and platelets. And I saw how this boy, Rajiv, struggled with this illness also. Again, he too passed away. But I said again, we couldn't do much for him.
True.
But the third case, when it came up, there's a girl called Pooja Das from Calcutta. And I was 18. I said, I'll start donating, and I donated blood for her. She went through 7 cycles of chemotherapy. And my brother donated platelets that time for her. But my very first experience of donating blood for this patient, she was just 3 or 4 years old. And you won't believe, Nilankar, that she was cancer-free after the 7 cycles, and we were able to save this soul.
Wow.
So that has motivated me.
You must have been
So we saw so many cases, so many people passing away in front of us. But there is hope in this world, where if you are able to help someone at the right time, because she was quite young, so the chemotherapy and the radiation helped her.
Got it.
She was able to. But not everyone comes forward to give platelets or give blood when required. That is the day I decided that if one case out of 400 cases also survives, there is still hope. And that motivated me, and I started donating. And I still now, till the age of 50, from 18, I continue to donate. In fact, the 100 donation was on 14th October, my birthday.
Okay.
Just in October.
Yes.
Just in October. So this is what has kept me motivated, that there is a hope, and there is you can save lives.
It's a great motivator. Then again, you were speaking about platelets, because whatever I know, that it's a very lengthy process to donate platelets, and people do not know much about it as much people know about blood donation. There are blood donation meetings keep on happening, we know about blood donation. But what is it about platelets that is so important, and how will you let people know what is it?
So basically, platelets is something which keeps the blood, in its, it in a liquid form, where it should not, in a cancer patient, it flows when the platelet count comes down. Basically, it starts flowing from the eyes. The blood starts coming from the ears, coming down from the nose. So platelet count is very important to keep the blood in its right constituent.
Got it. Got it.
if it falls in a cancer patient or even in a dengue patient, it is very dangerous. The blood starts flowing, without.
So, but blood becomes thinner. You mean
Very
to say.
thin.
The
very
viscosity
thin.
is
Absolutely,
okay,
absolutely. It becomes very thin.
Yeah.
Now, in such cases, a lot of cancer patients, require platelets when the count falls, and not everyone comes forward to donate.
Why not?
The reason is it's a very lengthy process. Unlike blood is only about 15-20 minutes is what you will normally require to give blood. In 20 minutes you're through. But when it comes to platelets, especially when we were giving it in those years when I was 2018, because I straight away didn't start with platelets. I started with blood first, got a first-hand information of how it goes. And then I said, let me try the platelets, because I saw my brother giving it, and I said, why can't I do it also? I started giving platelets and saw that in the first, when the machines were the outdated machines, it took 3.5 hours to donate.
Okay.
And it had multiple cycles, to donate. So what happens in a platelet donation is that you're punctured in this hand and in this hand, in the vein, in prominent veins, and the blood, almost 3 liters of blood flows into the platelet machine. The plasma and the blood is separated. The platelets is retained. The blood and the plasma is sent back again into you, and the platelets is given to the cancer patient. So that is the old machine. Now let me just tell you, the technology has been so advanced now, and thanks to
pretty tough
thing, and sitting down, you can say nailed to the chair, for almost 3.5 hours, waiting for all the cycles to get over. But when we talk about the latest technology, and thanks to technology coming into science also and helping a lot of patients, we have seen these same machines have reduced the time to half. So now I have to spend 1.5 hours on the machine.
Is that machine available in Goa?
Very much. It is available in GMC. You have it in Manipal Hospital. So most prominent hospitals, it's available. Quite expensive. In those days, it used to cost at least 4.5 crores, which was donated by some actors or industrialists. Now it is available. Most of the hospitals have it. This machine also, the thing is that you don't have to get punctured in 2 hands, on 2 veins. Only one is enough. So it goes from the same blood thing from the vein, and then it comes back again into you.
So to follow up, when the blood comes back without the platelets, how much time you need to regenerate the platelets in you?
No, in a healthy person, normally they say the count of platelets is between 1.5 lakh to 4 lakhs is what. If you have that count, then you can donate to the cancer patient. But if you don't have it, then you can't donate. And when you donate and you come back, it takes, you can say, about 15 to a month to replenish back again. You have to have a lot of liquids. Platelets generate fast in a person, and I can donate as early as a month, or even for that matter 15 days. I have donated sometimes in a week twice also, when when there are emergency, and the patient comes knocking on your door saying that please help me, my son requires it again.
Got it.
But the doctors don't encourage it before a month here in Goa. In Bombay, we used to donate in 15 days.
And compared to blood regeneration, how much time does it take?
Yeah, blood takes minimum, at least you cannot donate before 3 months. So it's every 3 months. And your hemoglobin also has to go up. Basically, a hemoglobin of more than 12 in a male is required. So mine is around 15, and I maintain it with a healthy diet.
I will come to your healthy diet in some time, but also I would like to ask you, because you have been doing this blood donation for such a long time, you have a group of donors.
Yes.
And you've got a group, like a WhatsApp group, or like whatever you have. Can you tell me about the structure of it, the process of how you go about it? Because I believe it's a lot of coordination between the hospitals, blood banks, doctor, patients, and the time you need.
Absolutely. So here, you can say, we are a group of members, donors who have
all Goa based.
They are Goa based. They are Goa based, and it's called Goa Blood Donors Group. So you can say we are not organized as a association, but we do a lot of work on a quiet, where no one knows about it. But we get most of the requests for blood donation calls coming to us. Every morning I attend calls every morning. Even the person who started the group, who made me enter the group, Mr. Siddesh Kinkre, is another gentleman who has a passion to help people.
Okay.
So basically, what we do is we have patients now being in Goa for more than 5 to 6 years, or even much more. We have been coordinating with patients. They directly call us up. They tell us we want 6 bottles of blood, some rare group. So what we do is, first, to get all this information and to cut the long story short, what we do is we share a format with them.
Okay.
A format saying name of the patient, what group is required, how many bottles, which hospital, what is the deadline to require this blood,
Okay.
who is the contact person, and the name of the person closest to the patient, maybe a relative,
Yes.
maybe a friend.
Family, yes, sir.
So once he fills that up, we send it on the group where we have quite a few donors themselves, as well as we send it to many more groups,
Okay.
whether family, friends. If it is a rare group, O negative,
It's very
difficult,
rare,
AB
yes.
negative, difficult, A negative, difficult. Me being O positive, sometimes I go and donate. No, I arrange because it's comparatively easier. So this coordination helps us to gather information, and when the patient requires 8 bottles, we have to arrange for at least 20-25 donors. Now I'll tell you why.
Yes.
So Lalanko, here we have to be informed, or rather I can also make it very a public statement telling people that it's important to know that if you require that number of donors, you require a double number of donors to provide that requirement of 8 bottles. The reason is, when you actually go to donate, there are some parameters.
True.
You need to not consume alcohol the previous night.
True.
You should not be on medication. You should be having a proper breakfast. You should not be having a dental extraction. You should not be having a surgery in the last 3 months.
Got it, yes.
So there are many parameters to see if a
sure.
person, because once he goes there, you can be
Rejected.
rejected.
Yes.
And that's what is important for us. So we don't only arrange for that number one, but we arrange much more. Another thing is, we have formed an updated list of all Goa blood donors, whether they are on our group or not.
Okay.
And with telephone numbers, with areas, with numbers, with the blood group. So you just go into the different groups in that particular format, the entire format of Goa blood donors. All the blood donors are there, whether lay person, whether regular donor, whether voluntary donor. We keep on updating it.
Where will people get access to this information?
So we have it with us. We keep on sending it to people, the patients who require more and more blood, like thalassemia patients, cancer patients, patients with a lady who has had an emergency delivery and she's profusely bleeding. So that, and then especially people whose hemoglobin falls. And you know, if you have a hemoglobin falls further, you can also go into coma.
Okay.
So basically, these patients are regular patients. So what we do is, we have formed this almost, it's a, you can say 5,000 to 10,000 donors are there. Regularly, we are adding names. So we keep on sending it to all the patients. So what they do is, they also call up that, you know, my son, my daughter,
they call up the donor themselves not
directly.
through you.
They, if they require more, we are arranging ready-made donors for them, because we know the criteria.
Got it.
But if they are in a big hurry and they say, today is the surgery, open heart surgery, I want donors today, I will provide 3, 4, 5 donors. Other 3 donors should actually come from the family. But a lot of family members also get scared to donate.
True.
That is one thing which I would like to educate people today through this interview, is that you will get your requirement in the family, but people in the family do not want to donate.
And how do you bust this myth that blood, how do you get this people to donate? How will you encourage people to donate?
So how we can encourage people to donate is, in the family or even to others, is that there are many health benefits. There is a lot of oxytocin generation. You're doing something good for society.
Yes.
I encourage people for platelets also, is because you remain very healthy. Once you give platelets or blood, you just take a blood report. Your lipid profile, your liver profile, your cholesterol, everything is normal.
Right.
So even if you're, you know, you have off and on some vices, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I've kept away from all this, is because I've dedicated, you know, my health and my life for the service of the bigger picture. So I will say, you know, donating gives you a lot of happiness, a lot of peace. When I donate and come back, I'm at peace. I'm very happy. Entire stress is down. I'm cheerful, I'm happy, I've done something good.
Okay.
So that's one reason. But the health benefits also are tremendous. So when you donate, you're giving a chance for new blood components to come into your body. Naturally, because you are giving 300, 350 ml every 3 months, you have to generate that blood back again. That's the requirement. And 3 months are enough to get that thing back into you. So, good feeling, good health benefits, helping someone, a lot of blessings from above.
True.
Yeah.
And people's that karma that you get
Absolutely,
from it.
absolutely.
So, what I want to say that this asset of yourself of having so many donors, and you must be working closely with the hospitals and the nursing homes.
Absolutely.
Have these awareness posters over there, your phone numbers, etc. Is that the only way, or you go to the schools and colleges for the awareness?
Actually, a very good question, Inko. We want to go to the next level. We are doing this only with blood banks. So a lot of doctors in the blood banks know me.
True.
They refer our name because we are coming forward to help people. But educating people, and educating children at a younger age, telling them that this is also a responsibility towards society.
Yes.
So why not give a helping hand? Educate them so that they are also healthy and they help a lot of people, because a lot of accidents take place in Goa.
True.
And there are a lot of people who require blood, but because of want of blood, people pass away.
Yes.
And that's one thing is that we would like to educate people, because I'll tell you what are the myths. I don't want to donate blood because needles are infected. So I will show you the needle while putting it inside your vein or your, a new needle. And once it is used, it is destroyed.
Yes.
First myth. Second, I will contract some disease.
True.
A sexual disease, a venereal disease, a HIV. So all these things. So
transmittable diseases.
Transmittable diseases. Now, needle is new. How will you contract? Third thing is, I am very weak. Once I give, I will faint. That is your feeling. Try having a good breakfast, then donate. You will feel more energized rather than weak. If you don't have a proper breakfast, naturally a person who is donating also will feel a little dizzy because you don't have. So I have a very strong breakfast and go to donate, and there is hardly any. In fact, after donation, they tell me, no, please sir, sit down, rest, have a coffee, have a biscuit pack. And I said, I'm feeling good. No, please. But I still sit down. Though I have donated for so many times, you can't just show that, you are good enough. You don't know you're driving back. In fact, they say, do not drive back. Make someone else drive back.
You may feel dizzy.
But I'm used to it. So I will have my my juice, my biscuit, and then travel slowly back. That is one more thing. So a lot of times people think that weakness is there. There is, then being punctured in the veins. I don't have prominent veins. So the person who's trying to find the veins will puncture me in this vein and then there, and it's very painful.
Got it.
So basically, if you don't consume water, your veins will be dried up. So you consume good water, you'll able to find your prominent veins easily. So there are some myths which have to be educated. You have to educate them. And tell them the benefits rather than the negatives of it.
I believe these awareness camps should be in the colleges and stuff. Like 18,
absolutely.
Only after 18 years plus you can give blood, right?
Or absolutely. Yeah. From 18 till 65.
Okay. So I think this group should be more aware about it.
Absolutely. And everyone in their lifetime should donate. I'm not saying being, like me, where I've given 100 times odd. But give for your own benefits, for your own health benefits. At the same time, especially when it is in a family, please donate.
Okay.
Because, then that connection with the family and the person who's going through it will be better. And I always say, in today's, in our country, there are a lot of groups which do not like. There are, you'll understand what I'm trying to say, I do not want to help that person. I do not want to help that person. He's from a particular religion, particular religion, particular thing. But just tell me one thing, if today one Hindu brother requires blood and a Catholic or a Christian or a Muslim has the rarest of group and he's there to donate for him, will you refuse it?
Will you not take it?
Will you not take it? It is going to save his life. So where does that that doesn't come in. That is one thing where you're doing good and you're reaching out to that person. So that in that way, a lot of people should donate to everyone, and the brotherhood will increase.
Yes, of course. Yes, I totally understand that. And also, what I want to know that WhatsApp groups you have for the blood donors. Do you also have a website where people can? Because I want our audience to have access to
Correct.
your donors.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
how do we solve this issue?
So now things are getting better and better. There are websites which are coming up, but I plan to actually invest in an app where in the coming days, if a person anywhere in India
Okay.
requires blood, he puts his patient's details, and he finds that even a rare group, if he doesn't find in his particular town, but he finds it somewhere else, and that person reaches out, says, I've got that group, I'll travel to give it to him, which has happened in the past also. We have gone in other states to donate also. So something of that sort, where I would have to, invest some capital, which I'm going to do, to take it to the next level. So
I think it's
in the
necessary.
present resources, what we have, we know how to, we are managing to help people. But yes, to help a larger audience, to help a larger people who require, blood on a daily basis, or for that matter, in very far off places, this is the only way, because this kind of logistics, how we operate, will be only limited to a smaller area.
area. Got it.
So yes, we have to work on that.
Then tell me about the structure of this blood banks also. Okay, one of my friend needed blood, so I bought the blood from the blood bank, and the blood bank said I need to replenish that blood. Like how does that happen?
Yeah. So here what happens is, every blood bank will struggle with some groups.
True.
So
Rare groups.
Rare groups. So what happens is, normally when a requirement is there, there is a requisition form. So that requisition form needs to be filled and submitted to the blood bank for the blood requirement. Now what will happen is that they will match it with the patient's blood group. It's not that I have that group, so I can give it. It has to also match. There are some things which are where the components have to match, and once that matches, then they issue it. But what happens is, when they are issuing rare groups, even they do not have the stock of the rare group.
Yes. How do they solve
So what so what they do is that they ask for blood donors. They say that either you get someone, especially when it is in an open heart surgery, you require fresh blood. So in that case, the blood bank cannot issue units which are already in store. They are not. That is not fresh. In an open heart surgery, there is a blood loss, lot of blood loss. So you require fresh donors to supply. In that case,
will be so tough to find.
It is tough. It is tough. And what is happening is, once that surgery is actually decided on, say, 10th of December, I need to start preparing in November and October for those blood donors. Because if I don't get them, I have to just push the surgery, further and further, delay it. And that can be very detrimental to the patient. He can lose his life also. So for me, I have to prepare. So the blood bank there says, if we are requiring fresh blood, you have to provide it. But if we can give you, we can issue you, but you can give me a voluntary card where if I have donated not to a family member, but to a voluntary person, to someone who called me, or where I had a blood donation camp, or where I went voluntary to the blood bank, Goa Medical College, or Azilo Hospital, or Apollo, and I've donated, I get a voluntary card. So that card I can give it, and I can take a unit for my family member without donating on that day. My card will do the magic. You are understanding what I'm saying?
Because you have donated before.
I have donated before. Yes. So that is one card is issued to you on that card. But to get the rare groups back into the blood bank, the blood bank will definitely ask for donors, which we also arrange for the blood bank because they put a red alert in the blood bank saying that O positive not available. They'll call me up. He says, Mario, please send O positive donors to the blood bank. We want to, because when I ask, they give. When they call me, even I have to reciprocate.
Yes, of course. I was just wondering, like, science has developed so much, yet there's no artificial blood.
As of now, no. This is one thing which cannot be replaced. It has to be blood, platelet, blood component. There is nothing which can, provide, as of now at least it's not there. And only a man can save a man. So
I think this is a nice way of universal playing with her kindness and empathy.
Absolutely. Some things you don't have a control. You cannot fool around with nature. Yes. And this is one thing where who can be your blood relations who will come forward to help you.
Or
your friends,
non-blood relations.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So uh, talking about the whole arc, you started from that auntie. You said you got a like a kind of a traumatic experience seeing her pass away, and then you wanted to do something. You started with that cancer hospitals, and now you've been 101 you did on 4th February. How do you see yourself in the future? Say, like, say another 2 3 years time. I was suggesting you awareness camps. I hope
Correct.
you do that.
Yeah.
Any other plans do you have? The app one you say.
Yeah, the
Yes.
app is one thing which I would like to come up
Mm.
with, because in my family I have my cousins who know that I've been doing it. So they suggested
Mm.
that you'll able to help people in Goa and maximum people in Bombay, or few. But if you want to reach out to everyone,
Mm.
you will have to come out with an app where people just fill in their details and they get their blood. So that is one thing which I think I plan to continue to donate till the age of 65. That is
Yes.
only God will keep me healthy.
Yes. Yes.
I still continue to have a healthy diet.
Mm.
So for me, all the whites are I keep it away. I don't eat rice.
Okay.
I don't eat sugar.
Mhm.
I don't have milk.
Mhm.
These three things I don't touch at all.
Okay.
I have a lot of vegetables, so my hemoglobin is always high.
Mm.
I avoid all the carbs which add to carbs. So because
Okay.
even while
Carbs only
donating,
meat.
even
Okay.
meat, so a very less of meat. I prefer fish.
Okay.
I prefer vegetables. I prefer dal. So you can give me dal for 365 days and I have it.
Got it. Yeah. It's healthy.
So, and unlike a Goan who is into a lot of non-veg as such, I prefer to maintain this. No doubt, protein is what I get from my eggs and my fish. But vegetables is also, I make it a point, and my wife is very instrumental in this. Maria, she keeps me healthy. She keeps me
Nice.
motivated,
Yes.
and she knows that I have a social responsibility. So she sees to it that my food is on time and it is healthy diet which I have. And we, in fact, now have started having a very good breakfast, a not so good lunch, okay lunch. But the dinner is really very, very less,
Small.
very small, very small. So the body also gets a chance to repair,
Recuperate.
recuperate.
So I think we're coming to an end of this conversation. In the end, I would like to talk to our audience and encourage them to come forward to blood. It's not because of the kindness, not because of the empathy, just because it is needed for the
Absolutely.
victims. It's like we are a part of ourselves. No?
Correct.
Yes.
So what I would say is at the end of the interview, I would like to say that blood donation, platelet donation, not everyone does it, but whoever is doing it today is reaping the benefits of it. For example, health-wise, for example, being happy, being blessed. So I do not go through too many challenges in my life. I am blessed. God has blessed me with a good life, with a good family. Maybe it's because I'm giving, I'm also getting.
True.
So a lot of oxytocin generation, a lot of happiness of reaching out to people, a lot of benefits of donating. So donating blood not only keeps you healthy, but it keeps you going every time. In fact, I have also started doing treks regular. I actually climbed the Himalayas last year.
Okay.
With 14,000 feet above sea level. So plan to do it every year. And all this happens because I am donating blood, I'm keeping myself healthy, I'm having a healthy diet, and I plan to continue doing. And I also tell my viewers that helping someone, reaching out to people is such a good experience. It only adds up to your good deeds. My mother always used to say that if you help someone, you take the first initiative, you take the first step to do good, and then you'll have the entire crowd joining you. That is very, it is like very infective. If you do good for others, it will start others to do good for the bigger crowd. So that's one of the reasons I say, let us do good, and then people also will follow suit and will do good. And that's how in Hindi they say कारवा बढ़ता जाएगा.
Yes.
और आगे और बहुत मंजिलें पार कर सकेंगे हम. Yeah, so this is what it
It's
is.
very inspiring, Mario.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And I hope our audience get some inspiration from him and come forward. Maybe how can our audience get access to your
Yeah,
website
in fact,
or your WhatsApp group?
I was so happy that after the write-up in the papers, I noticed so many of our friends and family contacted me and asked
Yes.
me,
Yes.
can I donate platelets? Can I donate
Okay.
blood? And I got a very good response. So I said, yes. So if you call me up, I'll be able to refer you to the hospital. When we get requests for blood donation and platelets, we can refer your name and your contact. The people will directly call you, or I can take you to the hospital for your first donation.
Can we give your number in our
Absolutely.
caption? Yes.
Mostly everyone has got the number, but
Okay.
yes, of course, you can give the number.
Okay.
It's 9623 440 107.
I'll do it. Yes.
And WhatsApp, people keep in touch. I receive quite a few SMSs and calls every day
Okay.
that I respond to every message and meet all the requirements. If I'm not able to do it, someone
You
in
have
my
friends.
group
Yes.
does it.
Yes.
So everyone helps. Yeah.
Yes.
So all in all, it's a win-win situation for
Of
everyone.
course.
Yeah. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Nalga. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for your
giving me an
time.
opportunity and
Yes.
also helping me inspire people.
Yes.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thanks a lot. Yes, audience, this is Mario Fernandes with his exceptional work of blood donation, and we'll see you again next week. Thank you.
Thank you.